Amazing facts about multinational companies. To put it another way, multinational businesses, sometimes known as MNCs, are more than just global giants. They are the unseen motors that shape our contemporary world. In terms of their scope, strength, and history, these companies are astounding. They can discreetly influence economies and even geopolitics, as well as what we eat, what we wear, and what we drive. Certain multinational corporations have economies that are larger than those of countries. It may sound incredible, yet it is in fact the case. Apple, Amazon, and Walmart are examples of companies that make more income every year than the total gross domestic product of numerous distinct nations. Coca-Cola is more well-known than the cross. It has been determined by a number of studies that the Coca-Cola logo is among the most recognizable symbols on the entire earth. Even in places where soda is seldom eaten, it is believed that 94% of the world's population is able to recognize the red and white Coca-Cola branding. Nestle controls a greater number of brands than you may think. The first things that usually come to mind when you think about Nestle are undoubtedly chocolate and baby food. However, the truth is much more extensive. There are almost 2,000 brands that are owned by Nestle across the globe. Some of these brands include Nescafé, Maggi, Perrier, Gerber, Kit Kat, and even Purina pet food. Hamburger University, McDonald's is present in more than 100 countries throughout the world. McDonald's is not merely a series of fast food restaurants. Rather, it is a worldwide empire. With over 38,000 stores in more than 100 countries, McDonald's customizes its menu to reflect the culture of each country it operates in. For example, in India, they serve McPaneer, and in Japan, they provide teriyaki burgers. Samsung is not only about phones. Samsung was initially established in 1938 as a grocery trading store, despite the fact that it is today widely recognized for its cell phones and technological products internationally. There are about 8.5 billion searches that are processed by Google every single day. Take into consideration the fact that Google processes more than 99,000 searches every single second. More than 8.5 billion searches are conducted every single day. Alphabet Inc., the parent company of Google, is not just the dominant player in the search segment. Amazon is constructing its very own delivery empire. Something that began as an online bookstore has grown into a massive logistical company. The online retailer Amazon is rapidly developing its delivery infrastructure in order to compete with big shipping providers. Amazon is discreetly building a private delivery empire by minimizing its reliance on FedEx and UPS. This is being accomplished through the utilization of its network of planes, drones, vans, and automated facilities. Through lobbying, campaign funding, and trade influence, multinational corporations, MNCs, discreetly shape legislation on a national and international scale. For example, it is well known that Big Pharma has spent billions of dollars to exert influence over drug laws. Behind the scenes, the oil companies are working to postpone the implementation of environmental regulations. IKEA is considered to be a charitable organization. The IKEA Group is formally owned by a foundation, which means that it is a charity on paper. This is a fact that may seem unusual, but it is real. This ingenious ownership arrangement is utilized in order to avoid paying billions of dollars in taxes. Multinational corporations are starting to behave like nations. In today's world, some multinational corporations, MNCs, have grown so large, powerful, and autonomous that they no longer resemble just businesses. They're starting to look and act like sovereign states. Some closing remarks. The giants that are already here. The term corporation no longer adequately describes multinational corporations. They are natural forces that can mold not just our culture and economies, but also our daily habits. They evoke awe, provoke disagreement, and demand attention from those who see them. In spite of the fact that they provide billions of people with new opportunities, jobs, and convenience, they also raise important problems regarding power, accountability, and fairness in our increasingly globalized society. To a greater extent than we may realize, we are connected to them as consumers. When we have more information, we are better able to manage the world that they have helped to create. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you.